Well, home for the holidays, not just a saying, especially this year because of the pandemic and everything. A lot of people will be staying home for the holidays. So that is our theme this month, home for the holidays, meals from the field. Joining me, as always, my good friend, Marcia Crowley. And for once, we don't have a mock kitchen set up at the Department of Agriculture. This is a real kitchen, and it's Marcia's kitchen. We, of course, have been here.
Messy and all.
Yes.
This is it.
Marcia didn't have to do anything today. She just got up, threw on some makeup, prettied herself up, and here we're in her kitchen.
Yeah, right.
But no, thank you again, as always, Marcia, for having us in your home.
Absolutely.
And again, yes, like I said, home for the holidays, perfect theme because of the pandemic. You know, cases are on the rise. A lot of people worried about traveling during the holiday season. So this would be a good time just to stay home, possibly, and make some recipes.
Yep, and I know we're staying home. Well, this is a beef stew, somewhat classic beef stew with a twist. But if you've got guests coming in maybe, or you want a hearty meal before you start cooking the Thanksgiving meal, this is like do it and put it in the crock pot.
And you can't go wrong with beef stew.
No, all right, so I have browned 3 pounds of stew meat, or you can buy just a regular steak and cut it up yourself. I'm going to deglaze the pan. That means all the little bits that come off the beef when you brown it, you put those in a pan. And this is a dark beer. If you don't want to do beer, you could use applesauce, you could use water. You don't have to use beer, you could use red wine. All right, so we've deglazed that pan. And we're going to go ahead and pour it in the crock of your crock pot.
All right.
Let's see if I can get that in there without spilling it. I did. Okay, let's just move this out of the way.
It's kind of a good waste of beer, Marcia.
I know, well, not really.
Not
it
really,
tastes
because
really
it
good.
doesn't enhance the flavor.
All right, this is 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. You're going to stir that into the hot or warm beer and deglazing of the pan.
And for anybody out there who maybe doesn't like to use alcohol or use beer in their cooking, does the
it cooks
heat,
out.
It does cook out the alcohol. Okay,
but
so
you will definitely, with this dark beer, you can taste. You can taste it. So if you don't like that, like I said, use water, more beef broth. All right, we're going to add the 3 pounds of meat. Like I said, I've browned this, seasoned it, salt and pepper to taste. Whatever you want to put in there. Let's move that out of the way here.
And I should notice that I should make a clarification. Yes, of course, I am an Indianapolis Colts fan, but this is the only mask I could find today because I watched the other ones.
Oh, no, gosh.
So I'm kind of publicizing the Colts this month.
That's all right.
Go Colts.
Still got to be better than the Falcons. All right, we're going to add to that like 6 carrots cut, potatoes, and an onion quartered. Add that into the crock.
And you also brought up a good point that I didn't know. You've got some in-laws now that are in the beef business and cattle industry
as well.
I do.
Too. So. My son's father-in-law.
Okay.
And this is 14 ounces of beef broth. You're going to add some dried rosemary and a couple of bay leaves, which brings out the flavor and stuff. And there you have it. All you do is put that on the crock pot, cook it on low for about 8 hours or high for 4 to 6.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn away just a minute and put it over here. So
it's your kitchen. You can do whatever you want.
I can do whatever I want, right? Okay, that's the beef stew. These biscuits right here are to die for. Cheddar Bay biscuits, they are to die for, let me tell you.
And we'll just say a certain famous seafood restaurant, they're known for these, but you can make them at home yourself,
Exactly. All right, this is 2.5 cups of a baking biscuit mix, okay? And I've got in there 4 tablespoons of butter that I've already cut in. You can use a pastry cutter or whatever. You need cold butter. You're going to add 3/4 of a cup of milk, a cup of sharp cheddar cheese or regular cheddar. I just like sharp. You're going to mix this up. It's got a little garlic powder in there. And you're going to drop these by spoonfuls onto a baking sheet. And you can make them any size you want, but I like big biscuits.
Sure.
We're going to act like that's mixed up really good. It's not too bad. I know we've got a time limit here. And I like to line my cookie sheets with parchment paper It keeps them from burning a little bit.
Keeps your pans clean too.
Keep the pan clean. And you're just going to dip this tablespoonfuls onto your baking sheet, about like that.
That's it? That size?
That's it. Or
'Cause
big-
they'll-
or
they'll
bigger.
expand?
They'll
I get-
expand,
okay,
yeah.
they
You can
expand.
make them really any size you want, but like I said, I like.
Because you know me, I'd make baseball size ones.
Well,
so.
they probably should need to be. I think the rule of thumb is to use a ice cream scoop, but that's really big.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. And you bake these at 400 for 12 minutes, 12 to 14, but you need to watch it because of the butter and the cheese. It's gonna brown quickly.
Okay.
And those are delicious.
Now time for the dessert.
Now the dessert. I think we can leave this here.
Yeah, we can leave this here. I'll put this over here for
Yeah,
you.
just put it over there. And this is just a quick, easy, light dessert. You know, with beef stew, you don't really need a lot. And this is any kind of colorful cup that you have. You're going to layer. I'm going to use my hands. They're clean. A little bit of pound cake. You can make it homemade or store-bought it, which is what this is. A little bit of whipped topping. And some blueberries that I have put brown sugar on just to add a little sweetness. And you just layer these. You can make these ahead and keep them in the fridge.
Okay.
And they're fun to eat. And just keep layering until they're done. And it's really good. It's a light, fun dessert. Actually, kids could make this.
Sure.
and
That
have
beef
fun with
stew
it.
can be a little heavy at times. So
Oh,
then
yeah,
the dessert is not so heavy, which is really
Yeah,
good.
which
It
is
complements
really
it.
good.
All right.
So, and there you have it.
There you have it. All very quick, easy recipes. And as always, folks, as we tell you every single month, you can make these yourself. Very simple. We have had some people call in saying or write in and saying, hey, where's the recipes? If you go to our website,
They're there.
farm-monitor.com, go up to the very top, you'll see the recipe section at the top of our page. Click on that. All the recipes that we've done over the years are there. Very, very simple to make. I do them all the time, believe it or not.
I refer back to that too if I'm looking for a recipe and don't know if we've done it or not. They're all just very well categorized,
Sure.
and I mean, it's easy to use.
Very, very easy to navigate. So, Marcia, as always, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy early holidays to
Happy
you. Well, I guess
early.
we're officially in the holiday season
Yep.
now because Thanksgiving has passed. So now we're looking ahead to Christmas. And we will be doing a little Christmas special
Yes,
and some
we will.
recipes for that as well. So, again, thank you.
Thank
Happy
you, Ray.
holidays to you. Happy holidays to
safe.
everybody. Go Colts. Got to say go Colts. And of course, we will see you next week.